here. Frankly, for a good while now, getting a ticket for a game at Meadow Park has been the equivalent of trying to get one for Willy Wonka's chocolate factory that, of course, would provide a lifetime of sustenance on that sugary treat. Meanwhile, Arsenal's main interest, of course, as is Liverpool's, is progression through to the sweetness of an FA Cup semi-final spot. Liverpool 3 times runners-up, 3 seasons in a row in 1994, 95 and 96. Arsenal 14 times FA Cup winners, but looking to lift the trophy for the first time since 2016. It's been a little while for the Gunners. A couple of defeats against Chelsea in FA Cup finals since then. In 2021 at Wembley and also at that famous venue in 2018. Liverpool, meanwhile, 4-time semi-finalists since being runners-up in the 90s. The last of those semi-final appearances in 2017 and losing 1-0 at Manchester City thanks to a goal from Mel Lawley. A good travelling support have come down to try and see their side into the Final Four. Here come the teams then. Arsenal versus Liverpool, Women's FA Cup quarter-final action. The home side looking to continue their recent resurgence under Renee Slegers. Liverpool under the interim charge of Amber Whiteley, just over a week or so since the departure of Matt Beard last Thursday, have a game that is pivotal to the way the rest of their season plays out. Visitors sat safely in 7th in the WSL. A derby against Everton to look forward to in the future, but really this is comfortably the biggest game of what's left of Liverpool's season in terms of how much there is at stake in this competition. Extra time and penalties if necessary. Arsenal with this the first of 2 quarter-final commitments this month. Real Madrid heading round the corner in the Champions League. But for now, this is the side that Renee Slegers has gone with in chasing an 18th win from 21 across all competitions. 3 alterations to the team that won that 7-goal thriller against West Ham United. Beth Mead, Caitlin Ford and Kyra Cooney-Cross come in. Chloe Kelly is cup-tied, having played in the 4th round for Manchester City. Frida Leonardson-Mornham and Leah Valti also dropped to the bench. So that's how it will look, though one would expect a lot of swapping around between Mead and Ford on the flanks. Mariona Caldente gets her chance to run the game from the number 10 position, and she's more conventionally been used this season coming in off the left. Liverpool make no changes to the side that won 1-0 at Crystal Palace thanks to Jasmine Matthews' early goal in what was her first appearance of 2025. Sticking with the back 4 that Whiteley has changed to when for a long time under Matt Beard, Liverpool tended to operate with a back 5. Liverpool captain Lee Fahy, once of Arsenal, is back in team training next week, and Hannah Silcock is a couple of weeks away. Another chance for Kyra Cooney-Cross to show what she can do in the Arsenal midfield. Potentially Arsenal moving towards a Cooney-Cross +1 in that double pivot, which for so long has predominantly been run by Leah Valti and Kim Little, who takes the armband today. Beth Mead back into starting berth for the Gunners. As for Liverpool, keep a close eye on Olivia Smith. What a player she's been for the Reds this season. 5 goals across all competitions this season. Big young talent, and she's already been 3 times Liverpool Player of the Month this season in September, October and January. That really is how you make an impact. A little further back, Mary Hubinger will be key in that central midfield battle up against Cooney-Cross. Arsenal in their red and white, attacking from right to left as we look at things in this first half. Amber Whiteley in the visiting dugout. In not an entirely dissimilar position to Renee Slegers a few months ago earlier on in the season, taking over having previously been the number 2 to the now departed manager. Liverpool in all black, kicking from left to right. Your referee is Stacey Pearson. Moment to take a stand by taking a knee against all forms of racism and discrimination. Important that this game is for all of us, regardless of your identity. Kerry Holland has the ball on the spot. We're mere moments away from an exciting afternoon of FA Cup quarter-final action beckons. Arsenal versus Liverpool. We're attacking immediately from the kickoff, just trying to slide that one through for Holland. By Sophie Roman Hug. Daphne van Domselaar looks to set Arsenal's possession going from deep. Arsenal with so much history in this competition in particular, have won it 14 times, 3 times runners-up, far more than anybody else. Next best is Southampton, who won 8 of the first 11 Women's FA Cups from 1970 through to 1981. And then the Doncaster Bells, who won it 6 times all in the 80s and early 90s. Chelsea have won it more recently 5 times in the last decade and 3 times in the last 4 years. Chelsea, of course, in action against Crystal Palace. You can watch that simultaneously in YouTube multi-view. Here's Ford, shimmying inside. Just about kept it. Now Little, unselfish. Invites Fox to join the attack. Williamson looking for one of those trademark right-to-left cross-field balls. Slightly overhit. You see Ford having her hand in the air, looking for that run in behind. Renee Slager's spent time in the Arsenal Academy as a player, but to give you a sense of how long ago that was, Emma Hayes was head of the Arsenal Academy. Assisted by Kelly Smith. Slager's got a couple of chances to train with the first team, with the likes of Alex Scott and Jane Ludlow. Recently, of course, taking over after the departure of Jonas Eidevall in the early part of this season. Slagers has actually done that before, did it when Rosengård split company with Eidevall. She took over mid-season and led Rosengård to the Swedish title in 2021 and 2022, and then left that post after a downturn in form in 2023. Van Domselaar. Catley. Ford. Just slightly lost out. Fisk did well in the duel. Fisk looks back for Bonner. It's under pressure, as it was Laws. Picked up by Williamson. Smith helped it on. It's a little bit of a hot potato in there. Ends with a Liverpool throw. Emily Fox, who's settled brilliantly into life at Arsenal this season. One of a number of players, particularly Arsenal's American and Australian contingent, you have to really put in the miles when travelling, as she did recently for the She Believes. Score update coming from elsewhere in the FA Cup. If you're watching on some kind of a delay, don't wish to know, then give your audio a mute for 30 seconds or so. Manchester United went through yesterday after being 3-1 winners against Sunderland. Leah Galton, Maya Letizia and Ella Toone on the score sheet for the Red Devils. Louise Griffiths continued her excellent FA Cup campaign with a goal, but it was in vain for Sunderland. And Manchester City were also through, so both Manchester clubs progressing. Khadija Bunny-Shaw set up by Mary Fowler, and Viviana Miedema, also an Arsenal legend as well, setting up Jess Park for the second. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace has just kicked off. Cooney cross. Williamson just inviting the run of Fox, who has Matthews for company. McCabe scored a crucial goal in that 4-3 win against West Ham, where Arsenal found themselves both 2-0 and 3-1 down. Russo wins the throw. McCabe just taking her time. Has managed to find little in a bit of space. Good tenacity in the challenges though. Here come Arsenal again. McCabe wants it and McCabe gets it. Just slips at the crucial moment. Still there for McCabe though. Mariona. Cooney cross. Smith eyeing a breakout. Nice ball from Hubinger. Liverpool looking to build something. They are a side that have found goals. A little bit of a struggle. Only scored 14 in 15 league games this season. Moores just about gets it away. Fisk. Smith did really well to keep that alive. Now Holland, who runs out of room. Forward by Russo. Nice link up with Ford. Ford looks up. Mariona. Fox. Might have fancied a shot of the quality that she managed in that 5-0 win against Spurs in the North London derby. Instead opted to pass, and now here come Liverpool on the break. Black shirt sprinting forward. Holland. Williamson got in there. Arsenal dealt with the danger. Kerry Holland, who recently celebrated her 100th appearance in the Liverpool shirt. A long way since game 1 against Bristol City in the snow, but both of them with Amber Whiteley as interim boss. Whiteley was interim boss for a period of time at the end of the 2020-21 season, winning 5 of her 9 league games in the Championship and finishing 3rd. She said she took away that I was capable of doing the job and I'm in a far better position in the here and now. Also said I will put my name in the hat for the permanent job. You have to stand up and show what you're capable of. It's important to do that as a female coach. But also talked about missing Matt Beard and the mixed emotions of that. McCabe helps it on. Cooney cross. Patient possession from Arsenal. It's a great ball from Williamson. The bounce was just a little bit awkward for Ford though. Offside flag was up anyway. That's Caitlin Ford. Just having an excellent season. Chloe Kelly not involved today, cup tied, having played for Manchester City in the 4th round. Oh goodness me, she made an impact on the recent first start in that 4-3 win against West Ham. Scored a magnificent volley. Helped the comeback. McCabe, Williamson and Mariona also scoring. 3 goals in 6 minutes at one point for Arsenal to fight back. Kelly saying that she loves games like that. It was almost a bit of a basketball game at times. Kelly, of course, recently signing on loan from Manchester City after a potential move to Manchester United was reportedly blocked by the blue side of Manchester. Kerr runs into heavy traffic. It's good work in there from Mariona, but waiting at a pass wasn't right from Cooney Cross. Now Heinz, Liverpool's vice-captain. Hans Hubinger. Liverpool not really able to find an answer against the Arsenal press. Clever idea on the ball in behind, but 1-0. Rene Slager's actually unusually in the press conference this week, passing on some very genuine advice to our opposite number, Amber Whiteley, about life as an interim coach. Be yourself, try to find small things you can impact, be brave on the things you want to change. Don't think you're an interim, you can't make decisions. You actually are, and you can do it, and that's what will lead you to do what you want with the team. Slager's, of course, managing 10 wins and a draw as interim boss before getting the job permanently in January. Well, there's a ripple of applause that's turning into far more of a ripple going around the ground here, and this is for Poppy Atkinson, 10-year-old from Kendal in Cumbria. Young footballer who was sadly killed in a car accident recently. Fantastic to see both travelling Liverpool supporters and home Arsenal fans paying their respects. And condolences to her friends and family. An impeccably observed minute of applause for Poppy Atkinson here in North London. Arsenal building. Well, Mead just thought that Russo was going to run in behind there. Grace Fisk, who someone that has come right the way through the England age groups, okay, with a huge amount of promise. She's got a tough day out there in that fullback role, marking one of Caitlin Ford or Beth Mead, with Mariona Caldente potentially drifting into that channel too. Fisk started her career at Millwall and then had an extended spell at West Ham before joining Liverpool a couple of years ago. Made a Liverpool debut in the side that won 1-0 against Arsenal at the Emirates at the start of last season. And Miri Taylor's goal was the difference. Collision between McCabe and Smith. First real chance in this game for Liverpool to test Daphne van Domselaar, apart from nearly working their way through straight from the kickoff. Here comes the set piece from Hubinger. It will run for Carpox. Shepherded out cleverly by Emily Fox. Cornelia Carpox, joined in the summer from Linköping. Her grandfather was a Hungarian international footballer, so certainly runs in the family a little bit. Scored on her debut for Liverpool with a stunning lob that was nominated for WSL Goal of the Month against Spurs. Goal kick is collected easily by Matthews. Still settling into life back in first-team colours after a spell out injured. Whiteley talking about it being planned that she'd only play 45 minutes against Crystal Palace to manage her loading carefully. Big spell of possession this for Liverpool. Matthews now, nice progressive passing from the visitors. Who have been, despite the managerial change, in very good nick recently. Across, cleared by McCabe. You'd often expect that with a team changing manager, the form book might look not so good, but 4 wins from their last 5 in all competitions. Fisk on. Of course, that includes the one under Crystal Palace after Beard's departure. Here's Smith, slaloming away through, and it needed a block, and it got a block eventually from Catley. Well, that's what Olivia Smith can do if you stand off her. Chopping in off the right, getting past McCabe. Catley closes the angle down well. First corner of the game for Liverpool. Corner driven in by Hubinger. Hits Matthews at the far post. Liverpool fans behind that goal on the far side, just trying to suck the ball into the back of the net. Matthews did score with a little close-range finish in the 10th minute last time out to give Liverpool the points against Crystal Palace. Did also need a brilliant late double save from Rachel Laws. Foul on Smith. As one would expect, is causing this Arsenal defence some problems. Just a hand on her from Cooney Cross. It's another set-piece chance for Liverpool, and another that Mary Hubinger will take. Instead it's rolled to Fisk rather than putting it in the box immediately. That's a teasing cross from Fisk. He hoofs it away. And as far as Hubinger, who's been caught out. Referee playing advantage. And now bringing it back. Well, that is a definite yellow card. It's the most professional of professional fouls. Hubinger knew exactly what she was doing there, stopping a very promising counter-attack. Getting dawdled on the ball. Great hustle from Alessia Russo. And that's not ideal for Liverpool, one of their most tenacious and impressive midfielders who's got to walk the proverbial tightrope for the rest of this one. In her left centre-back era, doing a version of what Alex Greenwood did at Manchester City a couple of seasons ago, converting from more of a left-back to left centre-back, and doing so very impressively. Backed out into touch by Bonner. Little tackle on Ford, but there's Little. Liverpool trying to work their way out of a very tight space. They've done so well. Smith, who has lots of options appearing left and right. Here's one of them, Carpox. Well, that was a promising counter-attack. Liverpool will be disappointed they didn't make a little more of it. The way numbers were building up. Liverpool, who next up have Manchester United on Friday the 14th of March at home. They'll want revenge for a 4-0 loss in the reverse fixture in the league. Also lost 2-0 to Manchester United in the League Cup earlier this season. Arsenal next in action on the same night, Friday the 14th. They travel to Everton. They've only managed to draw against in their last couple of meetings. Arsenal can't really afford to drop more points in chasing the top three in European football of one kind or another next season. Intercepted by Cooney Cross, and in turn has it taken off her by Heinz. Little wins it back for Arsenal. Both teams not keeping the ball as well as they might have liked, and now Russo can run. Russo runs into trouble. Ford wanted it. Yours goes short. Smith flying forward, getting past McCabe again. Smith's cross. Well, it's where you'd want someone gambling and charging in towards the edge of that 6-yard box. All good stuff from Olivia Smith. Big young talent who's asking a lot of questions of Arsenal in the early part of this game. Only 20 years old. Played in the NCAA for Penn State, North Toronto Nitros, before joining Sporting Lisbon and eventually ending up with Liverpool. Cross. Little down. So I hope it's nothing too serious. One of their stalwarts, Kim Little, who scored in 3 straight FA Cup finals, the winner in 2009 against Sunderland, 2010 in a loss against Everton, and in 2011 in a win against Bristol Academy. Those games are so long ago that some of the younger members of Arsenal's starting lineup were in single digits in terms of their age at that time, weren't even 10 years old, such as Kim Little's brilliant longevity. With the pass back, and Domselaar has to be wary. Fox. And Little gets herself in a tangle, and she so often does, finds a way to get herself back out of it. And Arsenal still in possession. Header. Williamson fouled. Seemingly frustrated with referee Pearson. Possibly wanting further punishment for the challenge. Leah Williamson, off the pitch, was talking about it being Shrove Tuesday earlier this week and enjoying making pancakes with the family. Saying she prefers a relatively simple pancake with some sugar on it, but enjoys the joy of the collective occasion. Midfield, ever impressive in that right centre-back slot for Arsenal and England. Fox forward. Well, Liverpool will be far more content with that first quarter of the game. Arsenal fans doing their best to inspire their side. It's that cliche about quietening the home crowd. It's easier said than done here at Meadow Park. There's been great efforts to really build an atmosphere here in recent seasons. Ford. Now Cooney cross. Liverpool will, though, be content, particularly as the visiting team, that Rachel Laws has not had to make any save of particular significance yet. And Liverpool have had plenty of their own threat on the counter-attack. A really even contest. Well, one in there, and now possibilities for Liverpool. It's nice from Hubinger, just breaking up the attack. Arsenal beating Bristol City 5-0 in the 4th round, thanks to 2 from Sina Blackstenius, 1 from Frida Leonardson-Mornham and 2 from Beth Mead. They were 4-0 up in 25 minutes. And then Arsenal won 2-0 at home here against the London City Lionesses in round 5. Laia Cordina not in the matchday squad today. And another from Blackstenius saw them through. There's Russo. Ford. There's Mariano on the outside. Step goes inside. Came off Hubinger. Cooney cross. Flips one up. A run for Holland. Extra time and penalties if not decided in the 90. Smith. Bit of work from Roman Haag. Now Fisk, not the best cross, easily dealt with. Arsenal have had more of the ball so far, haven't necessarily been as penetrative with it as they might have liked, but it's the right idea, giving Russo one to chase. Laws was alert. Richard Laws, a Liverpool stalwart, on the WSL on loan with Liverpool in their first spell back in 2013. Spent more than a decade at Sunderland and a spell with Reading. After Sunderland were refused entry into the WSL, and went back to Liverpool in 2020. Liverpool building. Midfield ball. Samantha Kerr didn't quite work. Header from McCabe. Game of head tennis ended after Bonner's effort. Little. Russo wins the throw of Bonner. Messi Russo, who has definitely grown into life at Arsenal in the René Slegers era, seemed to, for the most part, get the nod in that starting striker position ahead of Stina Blackstenius. Sliced clearance. Liverpool concede a corner they didn't really need to. You can scan the QR code on your screen to get tickets to the Adobe Women's FA Cup final on Sunday the 18th of May. If these teams, of course, hoping they'll be there. Arsenal would be trying to win the competition for the first time since 2016. Liverpool have never won it, last in a final in 1996. In comes the corner. Laws just about got it away, nodded down by Little, inviting the strike, which is wild and wide. Well, she certainly can produce the spectacular Katie McCabe. That's the reason why not only Arsenal fans but her teammates affectionately refer to her as often delivering yellow cards and worldies. Those are two of her big contributions. She has managed to reduce the number of yellows she's picked up in recent seasons a little. Liverpool will know all about what it's like to be on the end of a McCabe super strike. She scored a brilliant one when these sides last met in the FA Cup. Liverpool knocked out that day by Arsenal. Mariona. Little. Just about keeping it, but Liverpool's press is causing Arsenal a lot of problems here. No foul given there from Catley. Composed from Hines. Matthews forward. We've got a tight and tense cup tie on our hands in the spring sunshine, and we expected nothing less. Under pressure from Holland. McCabe. Back to Van Domselaar. Arsenal 4-0 winners at Prenton Park in 2022 in the 5th round when these sides met in the FA Cup. McCabe and Little scoring as well as Ford grabbing 2. So that was the same scoreline we saw in the FA Cup final last season when Manchester United beat Spurs. Liverpool looking to put their name on the trophy for the first time this season. Good work in the duel from Smith. Headed out by Fisk. Taking a moment. It's chested down by Russo, but quickly cleared. Smith got a foot in the challenge, but Arsenal come away with it. Crossfield by McKay. Forward in space, one-on-one. It's always dangerous for an opposing defence. Hines got it out for a throw. Mariona. Mariona again. Without doubt, Arsenal's star this season. Across by Williamson. Cade goes down. Didn't seem to be a huge amount in that. And then Smith is bundled over by Mead. Here's another look. Certainly making a real impact on this contest, Olivia Smith. First ever to score for Liverpool women at Anfield in a 2-1 loss against Manchester City. Laws goes long. Nodded on by Holland. Cade forced to play it. It was Roman Howe with the aerial press. Holland with the hustle. There's been a lot to like about this Liverpool performance in the first half. Different system under Amber Whiteley to Matt Beard. 4 at the back instead of 5, and definitely pressing higher up the pitch. Russo up against Bonner there. Okay, goes short. Again, Arsenal forced back to Gafnov van Domselaar. In an interview this week was talking about it can be a lonely thing sometimes being a goalkeeper. You don't touch the ball that often, but you need to be there in the critical moment, especially at a club like Arsenal. Also talked about different playing styles. From playing with the Dutch national team, they tend to use a 3-5-2. He's a little less involved in build-up. Again, it's more good ball carrying from Liverpool, this time from Hines. Fisk. Now the dangerous Smith. This time, Cade wins the jump, but immediately gives it away. Fisk again. Kim Little was in there to win it back. Now Russo dropping deep to link the player. She loves to do. Really cross, almost like a slalom skier there, but couldn't work her way out. Holland. Now Smith. Played by McKay. Fisk. Bonner. And by Matthews. Mariona. Little. Catley. Catley again, who was described by Beth Mead as being a true professional, one of Arsenal's best players this season. The underlying data certainly backs that up. Her initial move to left centre-back came about primarily because of injury and availability crises. It's become a new home for Steph Catley. Laws. About 10 minutes plus stoppages to half-time here. Arsenal really on the high press. Forces Laws a bit longer. Smith with some delicious, sizzling skills, and now can really run. Smith, around the outside. Liverpool corner. Olivia Smith down Liverpool's right and Arsenal's left is causing all sorts of chaos. This the latest. A header to keep it in play, and then a little flip past McCabe. And goes on the outside against Catley. Corner given that had come off Williamson. Second corner for Liverpool. Towards the far post. Still there for Liverpool. Hines decided to have a shot, blocked by Cooney Cross. Holland turns away from Mariona. Gets it out wide to Jasmine Matthews. He finds herself in the unfamiliar position of left wing. Much better seen at centre-back, or more regularly seen, I should say, and by Fisk. Chance to turn for Kerr. Decent cross, it's another corner off Williamson. Excellent spell this from Liverpool. Can they get something to show for it? Samantha Kerr's ball in. She's been a valuable addition since joining on loan from Bayern Munich in January. Made the starting 11 in pretty much every game. Previously of Glasgow City and Rangers as well. Got her first Liverpool goal this season in the win against West Ham, where Leanne Kiernan, as well as Fisk and Parry, were also on target, an own goal. Third corner for Liverpool. Bus stop routine has been assembled around the penalty spot. Binger's in-swinger. Arsenal nudge it away for now. Smith. Smith's cross is dropped by Van Domselaar. It's out for another corner. And you can see those Liverpool fans in the top left corner of your screen. Sort of where Arsenal's right centre-back or right-back would be defending. Behind that goal, they've got plenty to be encouraged about here. And remember that Arsenal conceded 2 from set pieces in the recent win here against West Ham. They found themselves 2-0 down from those 2 goals by Newt Denton. Another set piece for Arsenal to defend. Away for now. Smith. Smith keeps it alive. Arsenal just can't quite get it clear. And then Mead goes down. And Arsenal get the free kick they needed to relieve the pressure. Hubinger has to be wary. She's already on a yellow card. But a second yellow for that would have felt harsh. Run of corners for Liverpool, and that would have given Arsenal fans heart rate little spike, given the struggles at defending set pieces in recent times and questions about the physicality of the Arsenal defence in dealing with such situations. It's interesting to note on this subject that once again today, without any injury understood to be the case, Laia Codina is out of the matchday squad. Amanda Ilestedt preferred on the bench due to her ability to play right back and potentially that physicality in the air in both boxes. Katie Reid, the young defender, is also on the bench. Bethany troops off for now. doesn't appear to be quite as serious as it necessarily maybe first looked. Worth saying as well, Jasmine Matthews picked up a yellow card there for dissent, kicking the ball away to stop Arsenal potentially taking a quick free kick with the Liverpool defence far from set. Forward by Catley. Bonner uses all of her experience to see that out for a goal kick and takes a knock in the process. It's great work from Gemma Bonner. Bonner, who is an experienced campaigner, she really has seen it all in a long career. 33-year-old who spent time at Leeds and at Chelsea, then was WSL champion in consecutive years with Liverpool in 2013 and 14, and had time with Manchester City and Racing Louisville. Has a dressing room named after her at the Liverpool training ground, the only female player to do so. It's Liverpool's record appearance holder, but we haven't really done much from having the ball off the goal kick. No foul given on halfway. Well, eventually it is. Williamson on Sophie Roman Haug. So Liverpool will have a free kick. It's Roman Haug who got the flick on. She's always had a really good ability in the air, Sophie Roman Haug. Norwegian striker who was Liverpool's top scorer last season after joining from Roma. Has had an injury-blighted campaign this season. Has an excellent goal record at international level as well, including a hat-trick for Norway in the World Cup. For that more direct build-up approach, she's really good in aerial duels like that, so this would be a big loss for Liverpool if she was to have to go off. And will continue for her an unfortunate season where she's had quite a few knocks and niggles. Liverpool fans understandably relieved to see her back to her feet. Yana Daniels and Mia Ender being shot there. Those are two tricky, creative players who could be useful for Liverpool later on. Enderby scored the second goal in a 2-0 win against Rugby Borough in the 5th round. Game Leanne Kiernan described as being very tough, a different kind of style of team than we normally face in tough pitching conditions. Rugby Borough in the 3rd tier, but Liverpool didn't score until the 84th minute from Hubinger, and then Enderby scored again to make it safe. Smith lost out in the duel against Cooney Cross, and is in there against McKay. Catley. Dom Salah gives it straight to Roman Haug, who brings it under control. It's Sophie Roman Haug, and Daphne van Domselaar makes up for her mistake. Well, Roman Haug did have support, but only had eyes for goal, the Norwegian striker. And lost her footing as well at the crucial moment. Well, that is quite the let-off for Arsenal. It's the first really clear sight of goal that either side have had in the game. Little. Okay. Arsenal chasing an 18th win from their last 21 games across all competitions. Form book's been looking very good for them in recent times. The only blots of 1-1 draw at Manchester United in early November. 10 straight wins until a 1-0 loss at Chelsea in late January, and then more recently a 2-1 defeat against Manchester City in the semi-final of the League Cup. As Ford finds herself offside. Given by Sophie Dennington, Ella Broad, the other assistant, Phoebe Cross, the fourth official. Waiting for confirmation. I would expect there maybe be 2 or 3 minutes added on. Had the odd stoppage, but nothing too lengthy. Led by McKay, Russo goes down. Sent long, Williamson has to deal with it. Still appealing for a handball, nothing given. Mariona. 3 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Is there a twist in the tail for either side? Still pushing and probing for an opening. They've certainly not found goals hard to come by under Renee Slegers. 61 goals in their last 20 games, an average of more than 3 a game. Conceded just 14 across those 20 games as well. And that's been an impressive improvement in form from a tough start to the season. Teasing ball in behind, and Law's just about got there. Classic angle for Caitlin Ford, coming off that left side, looking to end up on that preferred right foot, ideally. Has already scored 8 goals across this season, 4 of those in Champions League game against Rangers early doors. Heavy touch from Cooney, cross costs her possession. Now Smith, so exciting to watch. Still there for Liverpool. Carl Potts wins the corner, a 5th Liverpool corner of the half. That reflects the pressure that the visiting team have put on. But these sides will meet in 13 days' time in the league. Arsenal have home advantage again. It won't be here, will be at the Emirates. Deal that Arsenal have with Bournemouth expiring in 2027. Arsenal open about the ambitions to play all the games in the future at the Emirates. Rubinger's ball in. Headed away. Holland forward. Comes for Russo, who finds herself playing left back. Hurriedly clearing. Today's game, Arsenal's 5th straight home game because of the way the fixture list has fallen with various cup competitions. League Cup semi-final defeat against Manchester City, and then FA Cup win against the London City Lionesses, and league wins against London rivals Spurs and West Ham. Finally go away again for the first time in 6 weeks when travelling to Everton next Friday. There's Kerr. Just ran into heavy traffic. He was trying to get in on Mariona. Now Mead. Free kick given. And a yellow card as well. So that's Matthews, Hubinger and Bonner now all on yellow cards for Liverpool. That's something to be wary of. Particularly given that Matthews and Bonner are the 2 centre-halves. You'd imagine part of Renee Slager's half-time team talk would be wanting to get at that pair of central defenders. Mead looks down in quite some discomfort here. Has at least got the half-time whistle, which is imminent, to go in and get some treatment. By Hines. Half-time here at Meadow Park. A tight and tense Adobe Women's FA Cup quarter-final time. We expected no less in the North London spring sunshine. Liverpool causing plenty of problems on the counter-attack and from set pieces. And Arsenal, despite having their fair share of possession, not really testing Rachel Laws as much as they might have liked. An intriguing contest here that will go to extra time and penalties if needed. At half-time, it's Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. Changes, none for Liverpool, but Beth Mead has not quite been able to shake off that nasty knock that she took at half-time, well, just before the break. So she's off, and Frida Leonardson-Mornham is on. Renee Slager's not hesitant to use her bench. She did so very successfully with changes that brought an instant impact in the 4-3 win against West Ham when Ford and Cooney Cross and Blackstenius were all on by 10 minutes into the second half. Blackstenius on at the break, Ford and Cooney Cross 10 minutes after. And reaching attacking midfielder just getting some final instructions. It might well be that she comes in at number 10 and Mariona Caldente moves out to the left. Arsenal now attacking from left to right, Liverpool kicking from right to left. So 45 minutes plus stoppages, and if it's still as it is now, we'll be into extra time and penalties to find out who's going through. Arsenal looking to break right from the kickoff. Russo cleared. Arsenal corner right at the start of this second half. Oh, iconic TV British drama EastEnders might be filmed in Boreham Wood. The only drama we're interested in Boreham Wood today is who's going to make it into the semi-finals. Leonardson-Mornham on to try and make an impact. She's having a brilliant season. 12 goals already across all competitions. Only Alessia Russo and Mariona Caldente can compete with that. They've both got one more. McCabe over the corner. In from McCabe towards that near post. Eventually dealt with. Fox content to just give the game a moment to breathe. This game part of what is a massive march for Arsenal. Their second game of 7 in the month. They've already had that 4-3 thriller against West Ham. Champions League quarter-final on the horizon against Real Madrid. Away on the 18th of March and at home on the 26th. Arsenal, of course, winners of that competition back in 2007. And semi-finalists in 2013 and a couple of years ago, losing to Wolfsburg, the German giants, on both occasions. Here's McCabe. Russo. Little on. Fox. Purposeful possession from Renee Slager's side. Ford just trying to work it through. Now Ford crosses. Came off Bonner. McCabe up against Smith. That was a good battle to watch in the first half. And you would probably say Smith won on points. Smith is forced to hurriedly clear there. Defensive capacity was often causing McCabe problems running at her in the first half. But Chelsea versus Crystal Palace is also ongoing. Can be watched simultaneously on YouTube in multi-view. Renee Slager's rightly focused on this one, of course. Signed a 1.5-year contract in January. He's already been WSL Manager of the Month twice this season. She's talked about leadership as well. Said she's always very interested in tactics, but never seen herself as a leader. But leadership has changed so much. She's found a way of being herself and being a leader. Talked about Serena Wiegmann. There's a bit of an example in that. Strong woman who also found compassion and empowered those around her. Michael Whiteley in the visiting dugout, of course, in her second game as Liverpool interim boss. Lapid's last game before being sacked in his second spell with the club, a 4-0 loss against Manchester City in mid-February. Little just invites Fox to charge onto the ball. There's often a bit of a flying fox down that right flank, needs no second invite to get forward. Blatant push on Cooney Cross from Kerr. Cooney Cross. Williamson. Ford inside. Now Little. Leonardson Mornham, that's a clever couple of touches. And now Ford across. Crucial interception in the nick of time. Just when you sensed Laws was about to have work to do in the Liverpool goal. Oh, it's a Liverpool throw. Carpox. It's a neat triangle. Now Kerr. Pass not right for Hubinger. Little forward. Space for Ford. Oh, Laws looked as if she was going to come out. And the miscommunication has potentially costed Liverpool conceding a corner they really didn't need to. Russo looking to put herself about, make a danger of herself. Arsenal's joint top scorer this season. McCabe to deliver. Arsenal's second corner in the second half. Towards the far post this time. It's flashed all the way through everybody. Williamson up there, having a quick word with referee Stacey Pearson on her way back. Williamson will of course be key leader for the Lionesses this summer as they look to retain their Euros crown. And travelling to Switzerland. Chloe Kelly, of course, recently back in that international squad, will very much hope to be there. Recreate a version of that magic moment against Germany at Wembley 3 years ago. Chance to shoot, and Russo fires over. She's been pretty well marshalled in this game, so you can see why when Alessia Russo got half a yard to have a go, she thought of doing so. She fell kindly into her path. Kerr ended up on the wrong side. Arsenal still haven't properly tested Rachel Laws. That will be a frustration. This time cleared by Van Domselaar. Liverpool captain Taylor Hines to take the throw. One of the stalwarts at this team, started her career at her hometown, Northampton Town, as a 10-year-old and was at Arsenal as a young player for a couple of years at Everton, then joining Liverpool in 2020. Arsenal looking to break. Liverpool trying to get bodies back, get that defence set. Ford has lots of room and has Fox inside. All in blocked. Ford again. Twisting and turning so nicely. Ford's cross, it's headed up, but definitely not away. I think we might have been about to see an overhead kick attempt there from Alessia Russo, but the defence was good, and now instead Smith can break. A real theme with the first half. And still going Smith. And tripped by McCabe, that will be a yellow. From Pearson straight to her pocket. The words tactical foul come to mind. McCabe finding a way to stop Smith, but basically guaranteeing herself a booking in the process. Olivia Smith is down here. Liverpool haven't gone to their bench yet. Bench for Liverpool today: Gemma Evans, Fuka Nagano, Mia Enderby, Jenna Clark, Julia Bartel, Anna Daniels, Alejandra Bernabé and Zara Shaw. For Arsenal, obviously Leonardson Mornham's already come on. There's Mamala Zinsberg, Elia Valti, Rosa Kafaji, Victoria Kalova, Jenna Niswanger, Stina Blackstenius, Amanda Ilstedt and Katie Reid. Arsenal with 4 changes left up their sleeve, Liverpool with 5. Good set-piece chance this for Liverpool. Mari Hubinger to deliver. In from Hubinger. Arsenal get it away. There's been a sense of potential vulnerability in defending set pieces for Arsenal, but that was a solid collective effort. Arsenal looking for third win against Liverpool in a row. Been 1-0 away in the league in December thanks to Alessia Russo's goal, and won 2-0 in January of last year thanks to goals from Miedemar and Ford. Liverpool 1-0 winners at the Emirates at the start of last season. Well recycled by Liverpool. Move was building. Roman Haug getting a leg out there ahead of Williamson when it looks like Arsenal were going to nick it. Smith runs into McCabe. The ball came across, the whistle had gone. Well, McCabe and Smith are having one heck of a running battle down that Arsenal left, that Liverpool right. It's really intriguing to watch. Smith was sort of slaloming inside, slightly inadvertently ended up setting up Holland down the right channel. Bournemouth, this service. Arsenal have had to adjust to it in their recent games against London City and West Ham, and I know Slager's saying they've had to be a little bit more direct than they might have liked because of slightly wintry pitch. Bournemouth did play on it yesterday on the men's side as well, which hasn't helped, but this spring sunshine this week seems to have had it playing reasonably well. Holland in the corner against McCabe. Trying to win a goal kick, just pokes her leg out and ends up trying to win a corner, I should say. Ends up poking it out for a goal kick. Anton Salah, who had a nervous moment in the first half and has again there. Roman Haug, for a second time in the game, gets the ball off Daphne van Domselaar but can't quite score. Another huge let-off for Arsenal. Well, Van Domselaar's furious with her defenders for putting her in a tight spot. Liverpool corner. Floated up. Forward back there. Just hoofs it clear. Anywhere will do stuff for Arsenal. And these Slagers must be nervous watching on. He's talked about openly the fact that the side do need to improve at defending set pieces. Away by McCabe. There's a change coming for Liverpool shortly, it looks like. Holland, Roman Haug, Carpox managing to win it and sets it back for the shot. Good save by Van Domselaar to deny Hubinger. More nervous moments for Arsenal. Mari Hubinger's on a yellow as well. Carpox back for Hubinger. Tried her luck, and then in there was Catley. It's all happening here. Smith in there on Catley. That's where the foul came from. you just sense this, the temperature here is rising a little. Almost an hour gone, still goalless. Both teams have become increasingly aware that one moment of brilliance, no mistake, could cost their side a spot in the FA Cup semi-finals. Russo. Okay, charging down that left. Arsenal now with the chance to press forward. And it's taken quickly and taken early. And then comes back for the strike, which is wide by Catney. It could have been a collector's item. Could have been a first goal in not far off a year and a half for Steph Catney in an Arsenal shirt. Catney's last for Arsenal came in a 2-1 home win against Manchester City in November 2023. He scored in a Matilda's shirt since then for Australia. Flicked on well by Carpox. Holland ran into Williamson. Thrown one off Holland. But now finally Liverpool can make that change that we're expecting to see a little while back, but player's been so breathless it hasn't necessarily allowed the opportunity. Tasman Matthews comes off, and minutes are still being managed in her return from injury, so that's not too surprising. She only played 45 against Crystal Palace. And it's Gemma Evans who comes on, signed from Manchester United, after previously being at the likes of Reading, Bristol City, Cardiff and Yeovil. Fukunaga is also ready to come on in the not too distant future. It'll be a straight swap at centre-back. Evans on for Matthews. Russo couldn't quite get onto it. Evans' first touch is to win it and set it back for Bonner. Has to just get it away. Now Leonard Simornum, who's really dangerous in open spaces like this. Mariona. Leonard Simornum. McCabe. Oh, that's a clever pass. Leonard Simornum. Offside flag is up. The Legion had her eye on that cultured, side-footed finish with her right that we've seen so often through recent seasons for Arsenal. Wouldn't have counted anyway. Lovely X-ray vision from McCabe to pick her out. Pass took 3 Liverpool defenders out of the game. Amber Whiteley deep in thought on the touchline. Liverpool saying on the departure of Matt Beard that they need to build on that momentum of getting back into the WSL in 2022, and although this has been a difficult decision, we believe it provides the best opportunity for future success. You may remember Liverpool finishing 4th in league last season, but the other underlying numbers suggested an overperformance based on the data. Currently in 6th this season. All over the top for Ford, had too much on it. Smith, so good at working away out of tight spaces. He's got Mariona and McCabe for company. Chance to build now through Hines. Intercepted by Fox. Little ticks it on. We'll see gaps continue to open up as this game goes on. It's been a high tempo one. Ford. Still going. Tries the shot, comes back for Little. Mariona. Williamson's cross is a really good one. Leonard St-Mornem's effort. Offside flag was up. Laws was equal to it and has injured herself in the process of saving it. It's almost that quarterback type position on the inside right channel. It's really dangerous for Liverpool to have given a player of Leah Williamson's quality so much room. It's a good firm header from Leonard St-Mornem. Has already scored in the FA Cup this season against Bristol City. A game where René Slegers gave a team talk that Lotte Wubben-Moy described as the best team talk she's ever had from a manager. Talking about where Arsenal are and where they want to be. Said it gave her shivers. Alessia Russo adding that it talked about what the club means, what Arsenal want to do and how they can get there. It starts with taking accountability. Wubben-Moy also talking about a change from Eideveld to Slegers being a mentality that shifted to accountability, to confidence. But right now, speaking of confidence, those Liverpool fans will be pretty confident as well. Their side have put in a great showing here. They've more than gone toe-to-toe with Arsenal. Remember that, of course, tickets are on sale for the Adobe Women's FA Cup final. Scan the QR code on your screen to get those tickets. Sunday the 18th of May, the game. Tickets start at £15 for concessions, £15 for category 3, I should say. Concessions are tenner, juniors a fiver in category 3. You can't beat that for a day out of Wembley. Has been a goal elsewhere. If you don't wish to know it, give your audio a mute. It's gone in the other quarter-final between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. It is Chelsea looking to win the FA Cup for a 4th season in 5. You've taken the lead. Crystal Palace and reached the quarter-finals for the first time in their history, now up against it. Williamson, Leonard St-Mornem, using her strength in the duel, getting the throw off Holland. Reminder that the draw for the Adobe Women's FA Cup semi-finals will be shortly after this game, presented by Miriam Walker-Khan on the Adobe Women's FA Cup YouTube channel. Semi-finals the weekend of the 12th and 13th of April, Saturday and Sunday. The final at Wembley just over a month later. Clever touch by Little. Such an impressive playmaker. And Little's ball across. And managed to fling a foot at it. Knowing that red shirts were almost queuing up behind her. Reached the midway point of this second half. Still nothing separates these two on the scoreboard. Russo. Out inside, and then Russo release. Russo's cross, Leonard St-Mornem was waiting for it. Blasted over. Mariona Caldente, who's been superb for Arsenal this season. Both her offensive and defensive numbers are ridiculously impressive. The only attacker in the WSN's top 10 for both attacking and defensive numbers. That's from WSL Analytics. Slegers describing her as having technical and tactical intelligence and an unbelievable work ethic. Mariona, the WSL's Player of the Month for February. Williamson has a chance to step forward. Keane cross. He's trying to link up with McCabe. It was a bit scrappy, but Arsenal have kept the ball. Interception by Hines. Cry of get up from Gemma Bonner, urging that Liverpool backline a little further forward. Keely Cross ticks things on to her fellow Aussie Catley. I'm sure they'll be enjoying the sunshine today. It's not quite Melbourne, where Catley grew up, or the Sunshine State of Queensland. Keely Cross had her formative years, or indeed Caitlin Thord, who was in Shell Harbour, 100 kilometres south of Sydney. They'll be enjoying a little bit of spring sunshine. It is very pleasant after a nasty winter. On by Little. Arsenal looking to pick the lock. It's been Liverpool who've had the better scoring chances though across this game. McCabe. Referee's playing advantage. It's a good advantage. Decent cross towards the far post. Surely will be stopped now because Liverpool have got a head injury to Taylor Hines from the aerial collision. There's plenty of options at that far post for Arsenal, and Mariona Caldente was all too aware of it. And Hudson Mornham's always a goal threat. Moment for Taylor Hines to get treatment. He played for England at age group level, but represents Jamaica internationally. Wearing the Liverpool armband today, she'd be a big loss in the backline if she had to go off. It's a chance for Arsenal to have a bit of a tactics chat with Renee Slagers. Arsenal, who are chasing a first FA Cup final in 4 seasons and a first win in 9. Lost the 2021 final 3-0 to Chelsea at Wembley. Also lost in the 2018 final against the same opponents at the same ground. Have to go back to 2016 for the last time Arsenal lifted the FA Cup. Dan Carter scoring the winner at Wembley. Alex Scott, the captain, lifting the trophy. To give you a sense of how long ago that was, the likes of Casey Stoney, Vicky Lasada, Kelly Smith and Aziza Oshwala were in the Arsenal 11 that day. Leah Williamson brought on in that 2016 Women's FA Cup final. Liverpool, meanwhile, haven't been in an FA Cup final since 1996. And Liverpool reached their 3rd one in 3 seasons. And unfortunately, as with the previous 2, finished as runner-up. So those fans very much looking to see their side chase a bit of history. Since then, Liverpool have been in the semi-finals on 4 occasions: 2006, 2011, 2013 and 2017 in the FA Cup, but all 4 of those times have gone out. Lost in the quarter-finals last season, 2-0 at home to Leicester, thanks to 2 goals from Jutta Rantala. Referee Pearson just in conversation with her 2 assistants. I wonder whether there's just a moment of working out exactly how things will restart here after that head injury. There was an advantage being played in Arsenal's favour. McCabe helped it back and then was clattered. Mariona put the cross in. Hines won the header and then had Bernard and Mornan meeting her. Bonner just heading back to position after a chat with Amber Whiteley. Bonner, a Liverpool legend who will be really important here in the last part of this one. So injury delay complete. now set to resume. Ball's set to send it long. Loose touch from Williamson. And then flying in came McCabe. Holland is down. I think unsympathetic is the word to come to mind for McCabe's response to Holland. This angle will give another look. Definitely contact there. Well, it's been a bit stop-start this game in recent times, and that's going to just add to the tension as things go on, because it means we'll have even more stoppage time when we get there. Cable already on the yellow card. Picked up in the 53rd minute. Not Williamson's best moment, and then in comes McCabe flying to retrieve the danger and deal with it. Liverpool looking for a rare victory against Arsenal. What a moment it would be for Amber Whiteley's side. Liverpool last one away against Arsenal. They beat them 1-0 at the Emirates at the beginning of last season, but then you have to go before that, right the way back to a time where Caroline Weir was at Liverpool in July 2016. She scored the winner. Farrah Williams on the score sheet for Arsenal. Shanice van der Sanden also scored that day for Liverpool, just under 9 years ago. Results for Liverpool against Arsenal have been few and far between. That win against the Emirates, Arsenal at the Emirates. And then there was a 4-4 draw in May 2017. You really feel the atmosphere building in North London. So much at stake. Tuning after that injury to Holland. Hines. 1-4. Leonardson Mornham. Rousseau. Lost by Liverpool, but Fox ran out of room. Hoopinger ticks it on. Chance to strike one. It's gone off the post and it's gone in. Sophie Roman Haug. Liverpool's lead. Van Domselaar, so unfortunate. It comes off the post, hits the goalkeeper and goes in. Just Sophie Roman Haug's second goal of the campaign, and a mightily crucial one. Liverpool in front in the quarter-final. A clever volley on the turn. So unfortunate for Daphne van Domselaar. It hits the post, and it comes back off her. Nothing the Dutch goalkeeper could do about it. Will go down as an own goal, of course, technically, because it's Roman Haug's shot, but once it comes off the post and hits Van Domselaar, it goes in courtesy of the goalkeeper. It feels so cruel to say that, but that's the way it works. Well, she said herself in an interview this week that being a goalkeeper can be a very lonely place sometimes. Now a perfect example. She's had a couple of errors today that Sophie Roman Haug didn't quite manage to pounce on, and then it's Roman Haug who scores through a little bit of a slice of luck. And it's her effort that leads to the goal, to be technically correct. There's Rousseau. Arsenal with little time to respond. Mariona. McCabe. Williamson on. Comes for Fox. Little. Williamson. Kerr in there fighting for it. Hines got a foot on it. Kerr and Romanhaug slightly got in each other's way for a moment. Now Cooney cross. Way by Bonner. Fox. Does get the cross in. There was Evans. Ford. Played straight to Leonard Mornham, who hits it in turn straight at Laws. Certainly can produce the spectacular Leonard Mornham, particularly on that right foot. Leonard Mornham, who did a fantastic interview a little while back with the Dare Pitch podcast, chatting to Mia Eriksson and Amanda Zaza about her journey in the game. Little. Harpox. Just dawdled, and there was Fox flying in. Ford. Arsenal do have plenty of attacking options on their bench. Palova, Blackstenius would seem the most obvious two, as well as, of course, Kafaji back in the squad after injury. Smith, blocked by McCabe. Holland just clips it forward. Smith doesn't give chase. Double change coming for Arsenal. I wonder whether this will be similar to when in the West Ham game Slager's removed both of the double pivot. If I had to guess, it might well be. Cooney Cross and Little coming off. Yeah, Cooney Cross is walking over like she will be. Nivelti and Stina Blackstenius definitely coming on. And it is indeed, yeah. So Kim Little and Kyra Cooney Cross are off. It's a single pivot. It's the ambi pedal that is Nivelti, who will be holding things together in central midfield for Arsenal. While Stina Blackstenius will be providing physical hustle and bustle much further forward. Here Williamson taking the armband. So Arsenal have now made 3 changes. Blackstenius with her first touches since coming on. Not her best cross from the Swedish international. She has 7 goals across all competitions this season. Provides a very different type of threat to Alessia Russo. Russo will drop deep into spaces to link the play. Blackstenius will hold a very high line. This was the goal from another angle. Just comes off the back of Van Domselaar. Thumped out by Bonner. Driven cross, over hit. Amber Whiteley's side, not far off what would be a big moment for Liverpool. And once upon a time lost to Arsenal in the 1995 final at Prenton Park. Karen Burke scored twice for Liverpool. 2 goals from Becca Lonergan and a winner by Mariana Stacey Kell gave Arsenal victory. Here's Smith going past McCabe, who's on a yellow. Smith's cross, Liverpool corner. That's been a persistent battle throughout this game. Olivia Smith causing all sorts of trouble to Katie McCabe. Hubinger goes across to take the corner. Liverpool still committing plenty forward into the box, despite the scoreline. Having just 5 minutes and a bit plus stoppages left. Driven corner. Oh, it's a lovely turn from Carpox. And it almost came down for Evans to shoot. Smith is flying back there in on Leonardson-Mornham. He can try and set a counter-attack, but in comes Holland. It's been one of those kind of games. Holland's cross, too close to Van Domselaar. Arsenal fans doing their best to get their side going. Arsenal need a hold to drag this one into extra time. Now Liverpool would love a second to all but kill it off. Leonardson-Mornham can't quite thread it through. Now Smith looks up, doesn't see a lot ahead of her. Ends up giving it straight back to Van Domselaar. Williamson. Holland. Williamson winning the throw. Well, for all Arsenal's progress under René Segers, it's been given as a Liverpool throw in fact. It would definitely feel like a step back for Arsenal to lose this one. For context, in the league, Arsenal are third, Liverpool are sixth. Arsenal are 15 points more than the visitors in the league table. But that's the beauty of cup football, the one-off knockout nature of it. Amanda Ilestedt set to come on. Ilestedt has had a remarkable journey in the game, an impressive Swedish international, very physical defender, really useful aerially in both boxes amongst other things. It's an interesting change from a tactical viewpoint because it's the forward of Caitlin Ford who comes off. And there's a change for Liverpool as well. Cornelia Carpox comes off, and Jona Daniels, the experienced Belgian international, comes on. I wonder whether Ilestedt coming on for Arsenal might allow McCabe to push a little higher up the pitch. Arsenal made 4 of their 5 changes. Liverpool have made just a couple. Just under 2 minutes plus stoppages. McCabe. Hurriedly cleared by Hubinger. Liverpool's board have talked about, with the departure of Matt Beard, wanting to build on things. A win against Arsenal in an FA Cup quarter-final away from home would be one heck of a statement of intent. Liverpool just running the clock down very sensibly. Picked on by Roman Haug. Just trying to pen Arsenal right in down here. There is going to be a big chunk of stoppage time because we've had a lot more injury delays. I reckon just looking at my stopwatch, we're probably in and around the 8 to 10 sort of area. Williamson. Away by Bonner. Smith will get there with a slightly less heavy touch. Might have been proof of a potential second goal. 9 minutes added on. So there's plenty of time for more drama here. Arsenal will believe that an equaliser could take them into extra time with momentum on their side. Liverpool know that they're 9 minutes or so from a famous win. Up by Bonner. Comes from McKay. Arsenal, of course, have only picked up 2 trophies in the last 5 seasons. Back-to-back Conti Cups. Back-to-back League Cups, I should say, after 3 trophyless seasons before that. Mariona. Valti. Williamson, effectively almost playing centre mid at this point. Hines just whacks it away. Liverpool edging closer. Ball played forward. Comes for Smith. He does like to run with it, but given the situation, thinks that understandably putting boot to ball is a better idea. Amber Whiteley watching on as here's Mariona. Uso. Williamson. Uso's flick header came off Bonner. Mariona. Intercepted by Hines, just thumps it away. Totally understandable from Liverpool as well. They're just trying to see this out whatever way they can. Fox. Didn't quite keep it in. The sides will head back to league action next Friday. Arsenal travel to Everton. They're at home against Manchester United. WSL final day has been confirmed. Liverpool at Chelsea, and Arsenal meanwhile finishing their campaign home against Manchester United, and it's been decided those games will kick off at 12:30 p.m. UK time. Liverpool, of course, had their big derby home against Everton in their penultimate game on the 4th. Williamson. Closed down. The clock is ticking on into the 4th of the 9 added on. Well, that's an unenforced error from Arsenal. And Mariona just gives Liverpool more time to eat away. What a performance it's been from Amber Whiteley's side. And what an audition from her. She openly said, "I'll put my name in the hat to take the job permanently." Holland loses out to Velti, who was filling in that right-back role, something she did a lot tactically in the win against West Ham. Hurriedly cleared by Catley. It's definitely been a nervous day between the sticks for Daphne van Domselaar, who's played the vast majority of Arsenal games this season, has established herself as the Gunners' #1. Had some moments to forget this afternoon. Smith offside. Smith and McCabe continuing their running battle all game. McCabe crossfield. We're pretty much halfway through the time added on. Still plenty of time here for Arsenal to create something. A team that generally are full of goals. Only failed to score in one of their last 20 games across all competitions. That was the 1-0 loss at Chelsea in the WSL in late January. Across those 20 games, they've only lost twice, drawn once and won 17, but Slagers' side have got to find something, and they've got to find it quick. Certainly found finding silverware tougher in recent seasons, Arsenal. 4 trophies in just 8 seasons coming into this campaign, and in the previous 8 before that, they'd won 15. McCabe on, a little too much on the ball forward for Blackstenius. You could see the idea. There's Laws. Liverpool fans desperate to see their side hold out. Laws into the corner. There's Daniels. Couldn't quite get to it ahead of Fox. Manhaug. Williamson puts her foot through it. It's nodded on intelligently by Smith. Daniels gets there in the air. Williamson forced to play it. Arsenal might be the ones needing a goal, but right now Liverpool are doing everything right. Daniels in there again. Hoopinger wanted the return ball. Daniels once more. Felty just sends it long in the hope that Blackstenius can get there. Arsenal get the throw. Neatly worked, Russo on the turn, up against Hines. Hines goes down. Must say, someone who's strictly in the neutral side of this commentary box. That would have been extremely soft as a penalty. Arsenal going up for it, and hope more so than expectation, you'd have to say. It was clever from Taylor Hines, who's been in the wars a bit today. He's been down a few times. It's been a really impressive rearguard effort from Liverpool. We're closing in on what would be a 5th win from their last 6 games in all competitions, and a 5th clean sheet as well. Let's see now. The only blot on that copybook for Liverpool, a 4-0 loss at Manchester City in Midfield's last game in mid-February. In the last minute of the 9 added on. Liverpool won 1-0 at the Emirates in October 2023 to get Arsenal's season off to a bad start last time around. This season, it might just be about to put them out of the FA Cup. It out by Bonner. We're in overtime in stoppage time. Felty, Catley. Great hustle up there from Kerr. Arsenal forced backwards. Van Domselaar. Arsenal might have run out of time. Free kick Arsenal. Won by Illister. One last chance for the home side. The 14-time FA Cup winners. They haven't won it since 2016. Van Domselaar's come up. Chipped in by Mariona. Not cleared. Now away by Smith. Liverpool are into an FA Cup semi-final for the first time in 8 years. Arsenal are dumped out on their own patch by Amber Whiteley's side in just her second game in interim charge. Another year where the FA Cup has eluded Arsenal, whose run of having not won it since 2016 will go on. A third loss for Arsenal under René Slegers in 21 games. Daphne van Domselaar's unfortunate own goal, the difference between the teams, from Sophie Roman Haug's shot, cruel on the Dutch keeper. But it's hard to deny that it was an exceptional Liverpool performance. Always a threat going forward, solid at the back. And having beaten Arsenal 1-0 at the Emirates at the start of last season in the league, Liverpool have replicated that result in the FA Cup to reach the semi-finals. They've never won it. Runners-up 3 times in 1994, 95 and 96. Now those fans believe, and why not? The Reds are flying. A 5th win in 6. 5 clean sheets as well. Back-to-back wins under their interim boss. Arsenal have to pick up the pieces and focus on qualifying for Europe in the WSL and a Champions League quarter-final. But this is Liverpool's moment to enjoy, and it's a moment they so richly deserve. It finishes here in North London. The 14-time FA Cup winners Arsenal 0. Liverpool, having never won the trophy, 1. Let's take a look back at the highlights of this one. Olivia Smith was a persistent pest to the Arsenal defence all afternoon. And particularly in that one-on-one duel with McCabe down Arsenal's left, Liverpool's right. And this was one of the early signs Catley had to cover across. McCabe going forward, with a chance to score one of spectacular long-distance strikes that she's known for, couldn't quite manage it. Daphne van Domselaar had a couple of nervy moments in the game where she gave the ball straight to Sophie Roman Haug. This was the first of them. Holland was arriving in support, but the Norwegian had eyes for goal. Just lost her footing at the crucial moment. And van Domselaar was able, on that occasion, to make up for her mistake. Russo had a snapshot here, trying her luck and looking to add what would have been the 14th goal in all competitions this season. And then van Domselaar again caught out, this time with the ball with her feet rather than passing it. No Hubinger's shot saved here by van Domselaar. Hubinger, a midfielder who's always got a goal in her. He's chipped in with 3 in all competitions this season. He was fairly prolific the season before. Steph Catley was only able to put wide on the volley here. What would have been a rare goal for her. Would have been her first since November 2023 in an Arsenal shirt. And this was the goal that decided it. Hubinger's clever little pass through Sophie Roman Haug on the turn and the spin and the volley. The shot initially hits the post. So, unfortunately, both for Roman Haug and Daphne van Domselaar, it goes down as an own goal. But it's created by Roman Haug's brilliance. Comes off the post, comes off the back of van Domselaar, and in the 78th minute. And that was what ended up deciding it. Arsenal didn't really create as much as they would have liked in terms of clear-cut chances. Solid effort from substitute Frida Leonardsen-Mornum here. One of the opportunities they did manage to carve out. If you don't wish to know results elsewhere, probably a good time to look away. Yesterday, Manchester United 3-1 winners against second-tier Sunderland. Earlier today, Manchester City prevailed 2-0 against Aston Villa, thanks to goals from Honey Shaw and Jess Park. And Chelsea 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. That has just finished, thanks to Lauren James. So it will be the two Manchester clubs, Liverpool and Chelsea, in the final. Manchester United winners last season. Manchester City 3 times winners, the last of those in 2020. Liverpool never got their name on the trophy. And Chelsea looking for a 4th FA Cup win in the last 5 years, and their 6th in their last decade. Here in North London, no doubt the story. Arsenal, the 14-time winners of the Women's FA Cup, will have to wait at least another year to get their hands back on the trophy again, because Amber Whiteley's Liverpool have prevailed, thanks to that own goal from Daphne van Domselaar, created by the brilliance of Sophie Roman Haug. A day to remember for Liverpool fans, who will have a happy trip back up north. It finishes here. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 1 from Meadow Park. It's goodbye.